And there it is, a full front. Got that last piece bent, and primed with paint, and just bolted it in temporarily because all these bolts actually have to come out. So I've got one there that I threaded through from the inside because it's just easier to thread it through and then run around, and this one threaded from the outside. And I've got 1, 2, 3, and a couple on the bottom. And we're gonna eventually pull those out and put a bead of caulk underneath the whole thing, top and bottom. Right now it's watertight in that, or it's dried in, so water will always go over the lip. So this one's tucked under the top one and it's over the bottom one. So water will always tend to go outside of the bus, but obviously that's not good enough for the completed thing. So before we finally rivet and bolt everything, we'll caulk it, glue it, and then drill out every single hole, I think, for the rivets. We might have to do every single one. Better to do it right. I also welded in this. Is it still hot? No, it's cooled down. It is still wet with primer though. Terrible welds, forgive me for that, but because the roof originally lined up here, it was riveted onto the top of the door frame, the door header. But now that it's up there, there was nothing for all of these rivets to go into. So I welded that in there, which hopefully it lines up well enough. I think it does. Yeah, should be good enough to actually like sandwich all this stuff back in, have something for it to bolt to, and then obviously we'll have a panel of sheet metal here that'll tuck on the inside of the roof and over the door header. And there's a lip I gotta put back on there for water. And then it's just this side and the rest of the back. Same deal with all of it. Still gotta put a bead of caulk and glue and caulk, same thing, around the whole bus. And then we'll go through, drill out every single hole, do rivets, go down. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. We could just omit the rivets, or buy some of this to slide over, weld it in place, and that way we can rivet along it like they did there. Still figuring that bit out, but at least it's dried in enough for me to like keep all my tools dry. So feeling good about that. And the driver's seat isn't getting rained on anymore, which is awesome. Water can only get in, it'll have a hard time getting in through that window, but can only get in through here. So as long as I slide everything back for now, can't do this side until I take out all of those rivets, which isn't fun. I'm saving that. Got a lot of the ceiling out. Need to do the sides, both sides, and that bottom part, which is not gonna be fun, but gotta do that for insulation eventually when we get there. Yeah.